Over 72% of people over the age of 60 take vitamin D3 and K2 daily, believing they're protecting their heart and bones. But a 2023 study revealed a concerning truth when taken incorrectly. This supplement duo may backfire, thinning your blood too much, hardening your arteries, and even triggering irregular heartbeats, all without any early warning signs. While D3 and K2 are undoubtedly essential, most older adults are unknowingly making three critical mistakes taking them on an empty stomach, combining them with the wrong supplements, and using the incorrect dosage or absorption form. These seemingly minor errors, when repeated daily, silently burden the heart until it's too late to undo the damage. So how can you use D3 and K2 correctly to support your heart rather than harm it? In this video, we'll uncover the three most common mistakes and walk you through the safe way to take them, the best time to consume, the most effective absorption form, and the ideal foods to pair with them, details that most doctors rarely mention. Are you currently taking D3 and K2? Leave a comment saying yes below. I'll reply with the optimal time to take them and the foods that enhance their effectiveness. And if you have loved ones over 60, please share this video with them. Sometimes, a supplement we think is helping can silently hurt the heart if taken the wrong way. Have you ever wondered why your leg cramps keep returning even after weeks or months of taking magnesium? You're doing everything right. You bought a supplement. You take it faithfully, but the pain still jolts you awake at night or tightens your muscles when you're just standing or stretching. Here's a truth that very few people know, and it's costing you relief. You may be taking the wrong form of magnesium. The type of magnesium you take determines how well your body can absorb and use it. And unfortunately, many popular over-the-counter supplements contain a form called magnesium oxide. Why is that a problem? Because studies show magnesium oxide has a bioavailability as low as 4%. That means out of every 100 milligrams you swallow, your body only absorbs about 4. The rest, it goes right through your system, sometimes causing side effects like diarrhea, but rarely helping your muscles the way you hoped. That's why people who rely on magnesium oxide often keep experiencing cramps, even when they increase their dosage. They're not underdosing, they're underabsorbing. So what's the better alternative? Forms like magnesium glycinate and magnesium malate are far more absorbable. Magnesium glycinate is known for being gentle on the stomach and excellent for supporting nerve and muscle relaxation. If your cramps come with fatigue or fibromyalgia, magnesium malate may be even better. It's been shown to help improve energy levels and muscle function. And for those of you dealing with high blood pressure or irregular heartbeat along with cramping, magnesium taurate is a smart option. It combines magnesium with taurine, an amino acid that helps regulate cardiovascular function and improve blood vessel health. Here's what it all comes down to. You may not need more magnesium. You need the right kind. So if your cramps haven't improved, even after supplementing consistently, this might be your hidden blind spot. Choosing a better absorbed form could finally bring the relief you've been waiting for. And if you're still watching, I'd love to know, what form of magnesium are you currently using? Leave a comment below with your answer. I'll personally reply with suggestions that may help improve absorption and reduce cramping. Your experience might help someone else too. If you're still watching and finding this information helpful, comment "I took it on an empty stomach" below. I want to see how many people are unknowingly stuck in this quiet habit that may be doing more harm than good. Are you taking your D3 and K2 first thing in the morning on an empty stomach? Many older adults do this to keep it simple and easy to remember. But here's what they don't know. This habit may be stopping your body from absorbing these vitamins properly, and in some cases, may quietly increase the risk of artery damage, bone weakness, or calcium buildup. Both vitamin D3 and K2 are fat-soluble. That means they need healthy dietary fats like eggs, avocado, olive oil, or full-fat yogurt to be absorbed into the bloodstream. Without fat, your body might absorb only a fraction of what you took. The rest, wasted or worse, left floating in the bloodstream where it doesn't belong. And here's the deeper concern. Vitamin D3 increases calcium absorption. But without enough K2 to guide that calcium to your bones, some of it may settle in the wrong places, like your arteries, soft tissues, or even heart valves. This silent calcification process often gives no warning signs. You may feel fine until one day a blood test shows stiffened arteries, or chest tightness, irregular heartbeat, and high blood pressure begin to appear without explanation. So, do you have to stop your morning vitamin routine completely? Not at all. Just take your D3 and K2 after a meal that contains a little healthy fat. Even a small portion, like a spoonful of peanut butter or a boiled egg, can dramatically improve absorption. Don't let a habit that feels harmless turn into a long-term health risk. Sometimes, a simple change in timing can be the difference between vitamins that protect your heart and ones that quietly hurt it. You might be taking D3 and K2 consistently every day, thinking you're doing the right thing. But without realizing it, you could be canceling out their benefits, or worse, turning them into a hidden threat. Why? Because the supplements or medications you combine them with might silently interfere with how they work. Let me ask, have you ever taken D3 and K2 alongside a multivitamin, magnesium, iron, or cholesterol medication? It may sound harmless after all. These are all good for health, right? But that's exactly where the danger lies. Just like people, nutrients can either support each other or clash. Vitamin D3 and K2 work wonderfully when absorbed and processed correctly. But when taken together with high-dose calcium, calcium tends to dominate the absorption process. The result, D3 gets blocked, and the excess calcium may settle where it shouldn't inside your arteries, not your bones. Then comes iron. When taken with D3 and K2, iron competes for absorption in the gut. Neither gets absorbed properly. You may still feel tired, weak, or struggle with leg cramps, wondering why the supplements aren't helping. Magnesium is another player. Yes, it supports D3 metabolism, but when taken at the exact same time, especially in large doses, it can actually lower the absorption efficiency for all three. They're teammates, but even great teams need spacing and timing. And don't overlook statins or blood pressure meds. These can affect how your liver processes vitamin D or how your body absorbs fat-soluble nutrients like K2. If you're also taking a multivitamin that contains D or K on top of your main supplement, you may accidentally overdose, creating dangerous imbalances without knowing it. These interactions may seem minor, but over time, they can cause calcium to build up in your joints or arteries, trigger hidden inflammation, disrupt cholesterol levels, even if you're doing everything right. So what's the fix? Keep it simple. Space out your supplements. Take D3 and K2 with a fat-containing meal, but don't combine them at the same time with calcium, iron, or magnesium. If you're taking prescription medication, speak with your doctor or pharmacist. Together, you can create a plan that makes your supplements work for you, not against you. Because when it comes to supplements, it's not just what you take, it's how you take them that makes the difference between healing and harm. Did you know that a D3 plus K2 supplement labeled as 400 milliliters might actually deliver only 23 milliliters to your body? It sounds hard to believe, But this is the unfortunate reality with many over-the-counter supplements today. It's like drinking a full cup of medicine only to have a single sip actually reach your system. The rest, wasted or worse, disruptive to your health. The problem lies in the absorption rate and dosage form, something most older adults are never warned about by doctors or pharmacists. Take a close look at the back of your supplement bottle. You might see 400 milliliters magnesium glycinate printed in bold, but in the fine print, the elemental magnesium, the actual usable amount, is only 60 milliliters. And in one lab-tested brand, that number dropped to just 23 milligauss. The same applies to D3 and K2. Many people are unknowingly taking poorly absorbed forms like synthetic D3 or the short-lived K2 MK4 instead of the more effective K2 MK7, which stays in the blood long enough to deliver full benefits. You think you're getting the right nutrients, but in truth you may never have reached the effective dose needed to rebuild your bones, relax your blood vessels, or sleep through the night. And maybe you've started to notice the cramps, the back stiffness, the restless sleep. It's not just aging. It might be because you're taking the wrong form or not enough of the right one. So what should you look for? Choose highly bioavailable forms like magnesium glycinate or magnesium malate. For D3, opt for oil-based or soft gel versions that contain healthy fats to aid absorption. And for K2, always choose the MK7 form, never MK4. Most importantly, read the label carefully and ensure you're getting at least 300 milligrams of elemental magnesium, 1,000 IU of vitamin D3, and 90 to 120 mcg of K2 daily, unless advised otherwise by your doctor. Because sometimes the issue isn't about how much you're taking, but about how much your body is actually absorbing. If you're still watching and finding this information helpful, please comment the number 1 below so I know you're on this journey with me. And if you have any underlying health conditions, pay close attention to this next part because it may directly affect your heart health and safety. Are you currently taking blood thinners or medications for high blood pressure, diabetes, or kidney problems? If the answer is yes, then supplementing with vitamin D3 and K2 must not follow the usual path. There have been cases of seniors over 65 who thought they were doing the right thing by taking D3 and K2 every morning. But because they were also on warfarin, high-dose aspirin, or statins, they unknowingly made their blood too thin, significantly increasing the risk of internal bleeding without any obvious warning signs. What's even more alarming is that symptoms often develop slowly and silently, and are only discovered once visible damage appears in the liver, blood vessels, or clotting function. Vitamin K2, especially the MK7 form, directly impacts the body's clotting pathways. If taken in the wrong dose or combined with certain drugs, it may interfere with your medication's ability to regulate clotting, placing your health at serious risk. Vitamin D3, on the other hand, when taken in high doses for extended periods, can lead to elevated calcium levels, especially in people with kidney issues. This excess calcium doesn't cause obvious discomfort at first, but over time, it can silently place strain on your heart and blood vessels. If you have chronic health conditions, remember this: your body needs to be listened to more carefully before adding any supplement. So what's the solution? Start with basic blood tests. Check your vitamin D levels, liver and kidney function, and clotting markers if you're on medication. From there, your doctor can recommend a safe, personalized dose that suits your body. Never copy someone else's dose, even if they're the same age. And if you notice any strange symptoms while taking D3 or K2 like nausea, rapid heartbeat, or unexplained bruising, pause the supplement and seek medical advice immediately. Because sometimes Something good can stop being good when your body isn't ready for it. Did you know that when vitamin D3 and K2 are combined in the right ratio, calcium doesn't just get absorbed better, it also gets guided to the right places, like your bones, instead of building up in your arteries? Many older adults take calcium daily. Some even add vitamin D3 to improve absorption. But there's one critical piece that's often forgotten: vitamin K2. Vitamin D3 helps your intestines pull calcium into your bloodstream. But it's vitamin K2, especially the MK7 form, that acts like a traffic controller, directing calcium into your bones and teeth while preventing it from settling in your blood vessels or heart valves. Think of D3 as a delivery truck bringing calcium in. Without K2, the GPS, the calcium can get lost, ending up in places where it doesn't belong. And that can lead to arterial stiffness, high blood pressure, or even kidney stones over time. Getting the right combination is key. For adults over 60, the recommended range is 1,000 to 2,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily, paired with 90 to 180 micrograms of K2 MK7 form. For best absorption, take them with a meal that includes healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or fatty fish. And don't worry if you've never heard this before. What matters most is making the adjustment now. When you give your body what it truly needs and in the right way, calcium becomes a powerful tool for stronger bones, not a silent risk to your heart. We can't go back in time, but we can change how we move forward. And that one choice could make your 60s, 70s, or even 80s the healthiest years yet. You might be taking vitamin D3 and K2 at the right time, in the right dosage, and in the correct form. But if your body still isn't absorbing calcium well, the missing piece may be something you've completely overlooked: the silent support nutrients. Let's start with magnesium. This mineral is essential for activating vitamin D3 in the liver and kidneys. Without enough magnesium, D3 can't convert into its usable form, meaning your calcium absorption drops dramatically. In fact, research from the Journal of the American Osteopathic Association shows that over 50% of older adults can't absorb vitamin D properly if they're magnesium deficient. Next is vitamin B6. This vitamin supports the production of proteins that transport calcium in your blood. Without it, not only does your bone health suffer, but you may also feel more fatigued, experience muscle cramps, or even mood disturbances, especially common in seniors. Then there's boron, an underrated mineral that plays a quiet but powerful role. Boron helps reduce calcium loss through urine and increases how long magnesium and vitamin D stay active in the body. And finally, healthy fats. Both D3 and K2 are fat-soluble vitamins, which means they need fat to be absorbed properly. Taking them on an empty stomach or with a low-fat meal can dramatically reduce their effectiveness. Add foods like olive oil, salmon, avocado, or nuts to your routine to maximize absorption. The truth is, D3 and K2 may be the stars, but without their supporting cast magnesium, B6 boron C, and healthy fats, the whole show falls apart. These small adjustments may seem minor, but when done right, they can make a big difference not just for your bones, but for your heart, sleep, and peace of mind as well. If you're still here, it means you truly care about protecting your heart and bones. So, to wrap up our journey today, I want to share with you a powerful but often overlooked natural duo that can help your body absorb calcium effectively: red algae and fermented soybeans natto. Let's begin with red algae. This natural source of calcium is highly bioavailable, meaning your body absorbs it better than synthetic forms. But what makes it truly unique is its rich content of magnesium and trace marine minerals, which help buffer calcium and prevent it from depositing in the wrong places like your arteries or kidneys. Multiple studies have shown that calcium from red algae increases bone density without raising the risk of calcification like many synthetic calcium supplements do. Next is natto, a traditional Japanese food made from fermented soybeans. Natto is loaded with vitamin K2 in the MK7 form, which acts like a traffic guide for calcium, ensuring it goes into your bones and teeth instead of building up in your blood vessels. Studies in older Japanese adults found that those who ate natto regularly had significantly lower risks of bone fractures and arterial stiffness. Now, if you're not used to the taste of natto, that's okay. Today, there are easy-to-take supplements that provide K2 extracted from fermented soy, no strong flavor required. What matters most is choosing natural calcium sources paired with the right helpers. So calcium becomes your ally, not a silent threat to your heart. The final message I want to leave you with is this: good health isn't about how many supplements you take, it's about taking them the right way, at the right time, and in the right combinations. Sometimes, just one small change can help you live your post-60 years with more peace, more strength, and more vitality than you ever imagined. Today, you and I walk through the 8 most common mistakes people over 60 often make when taking vitamin D3 and K2, from taking them on an empty stomach, choosing the wrong absorption form, to forgetting key supportive nutrients like magnesium or vitamin K2. These small habits, when repeated daily, can silently damage your heart, your bones, and even your peace of mind. But here's the good news: you now know. And once you know, you can change. No matter your age, it's never too late to begin again, to adjust what's wrong, and to love your body the right way. Sometimes, just one small shift, taking it at the right time, in the right dose, with the right form, can bring a noticeable difference to your sleep, your heartbeat, and how light you feel in your body. If this video gave you even one helpful insight, please leave a comment below saying, "I'm learning." It lets me know you're still with me, and it might inspire someone else on the same journey. And if you have parents or loved ones over 60, don't hesitate to share this video with them. Who knows? One timely reminder could change their entire health path. Because sometimes, one small habit done right is exactly what keeps a precious heartbeat going strong.